Holy Emmanuel I, Selassie I, Jah Rastafari. We definitely give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie the First. Give thanks continually, Negus and Negas with us, in all doings and saying, in all ways of righteousness. We glorify the mother of creation, as we would say, Queen Omega. Give thanks for Empress Menen, even at this hour as we celebrate the Earth Day of such Queen of creation, coronated with the Emperor Negus and Negas on the 2nd of November 1930, even according to some historians, breaking a tradition that has been taking place for thousands of years, where when the emperor is crowned on his coronation day, his queen is crowned empress a few days after, about 3 days after, in what they consider a lesser, ceremony. But in 1930, when the emperor fulfilling prophecy, not just any old emperor now, but when the fulfillment of prophecy is taking place upon the earth, Negus and Negas now, not just mere King of Kings, we're dealing with Negus and Negas being coronated in Addis Ababa, Kedas Girgis Cathedral, St. George's Cathedral. It was done simultaneously with the coronation of Empress Menen. So that, if that is not a statement, I mean, especially for one considers Haile Selassie to be that divine being that most of us, speak of. So glorify, give thanks, the 25th of March, some, especially as Rastafari, would use as the Earth Strong celebration for Empress Menen, and at the same time, in some historical manuscripts, you would see the 4th of April, or you would even see the 3rd of April sometimes. But, whatever the case is, 1891, the celebration goes on. I mean, 7-day celebration, 14-day celebration, 21-day celebration for the mother of creation, Empress Menen. Give thanks, Selassie, Jah Rastafari. I must say, of course, I think all ones would have noticed that we have been absent from the YouTube for quite a bit. And really, that was uh, because of a ban. We were actually banned from using the YouTube for a moment there. So we are here again, on the YouTube set. You are YouTube platform. You are definitely in the tiger's nest, and I will say that I hope you are prepared to spend a little moment with your brother tonight, even in celebration mode. And it is evening tide, and of course, yeah, we are just basking in the spirit of life. So I hope you have a moment. This is not something you're supposed to watch on your tea break, or this, you're going to need a moment to sit with me tonight. Remember, you haven't seen me for a moment, at least not in real time as such. Something brand new. And as I explained, and I will explain a bit more as it relates to that as we go in, but just prep yourself. This is something to meditate to. Trust me, this is something to meditate to, definitely. But let me just say as well, even in the absence, we also officially did our prize giving ceremony for the essay competition, and we will be uploading that video as well to our YouTube channel if you did not see it as yet. If it's when at the time of you seeing this video, that video itself, we will be uploading it. And as you know, what is taking place in the earth internationally with the whole COVID-19 discussion. So really, the prize giving ceremony was actually canceled. We really had a gala affair planned. It was a double lecture with Brother Alistair Thomas, which you would have heard Brother Alistair Thomas on my channel already, our historian, and Brother Paddy Simon de Grio. These were the individuals that we had lined up to come and give a word to the audience. It would have been a 2-hour event. Of course, you know, we had the visitors coming in internationally to be a part of not just that event, but the whole spring equinox experience. So because of, you know, flights and so many things were taking place at that time, you know, the whole spring equinox basically at the last moment had to be canceled. So the, you know, all our visitors from Philadelphia, Canada, the UK, everyone had to, if you want to say, hold breaks. So really, you will have to check that video. You will see the wonderful essays that were presented to us. Our official winner, and let me just say also those who may not know that our essay competition, it is the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge essay competition. This is a essay competition that we've been doing for, you know, the last 6 years, and we do it basically around the time of African History Month. Of course, you know, a lot of ones are neither here nor there as it relates to African History Month and you know, the shortest month of the year and all of that. But the point is really, to be honest, you know, the art of war, brother, and strategy and learning, you know, how to maneuver on the field. And I'm telling you, the people, at least in this latter time, have somehow brought African History Month, they call it Black History Month, into their culture. Now, when I was younger, African History Month, there was no space for even that discussion anywhere around. But as I said, now in this time, it is something that people gravitate to some degree. People, they dress up. The schools have their plays and presentations during African History Month. So, and it's something that you hear half on the radio and the media all day long, African History Month. But they highlight the Black history of the nation of Antigua. And in fact, again, it's not African History Month around here, it's Black History Month. They stress that. They don't say African History Month at all. So anyway, we utilize that time to host a essay competition, and the theme of the essay competition is, what does African history / heritage mean to me? And we get prizes, laptops, tablets, anything of the sort, digital cameras, and we give them out to the youths that place, first place, second place, whatever the vibration is. This year for the seniors, we have first place young Terry Benjamin Jr. He's for the seniors. Wonderful essay. And as I said, when you see that video, you get a little more detail. And also for the intermediates, we had Caleb Kadani Hatton. And he won a tablet, a Wing Song tablet, while Terry Benjamin Jr. won the Flex One tablet from Acer. So we are very thankful. Congratulations to them. So we did the essay, we did the prize giving ceremony, pardon me. We did the prize giving ceremony live on the radio with Brother Dave Lester Payne. So as I said, as that comes along, that is something that you would definitely want to look into. And at the same time, as I said, we did have to put forward the whole competition, not the competition, but the spring equinox. The spring equinox also we had to put aside because of the same situation that was taking place, and we are still looking forward to see what will happen in the future. As you know, our summer solstice is also at hand. Now, actually, as I said, we were off of YouTube, and it was Friday the 13th day of March, where we actually got a message. And this message, really, this is via email. And this message basically was saying, please pardon me there. This message basically was saying that we have been banned from, the YouTube because of violations as it relates to a video that we had. Now, a few days before that, there was a video that I put up, and this video had a Black lady brutalizing a Black child. Now, the Black child, the Black little baby there, the environment looked like a what you would call it, a nursery, a preschool environment. There were several chairs and tables, plastic tables with 4 chairs each table, and they were in the colors of the rainbow. You had green, you had yellow, you had red and blue. So it definitely was like a play area. You could see from the windows, the walls and everything. So this little girl, she was about 3 years old. She had on her jeans, and the video was about maybe 2.5 minutes long. And these are Black people, and you see the little baby there, and she's telling the baby to wipe the table. So the baby's wiping and crying. Then she pulls down the baby's jeans pants and spanks her very hard. Ply, ply. Someone is taping this, by the way. Ply, ply, ply. The baby's crying out. So the baby starts to wipe again. Then she goes and comes back with something, a next piece of cloth. Then the baby starts to wipe her pants, because her pants, she pulled back up the pants. She started to wipe her pants as if she's in fear, and start to wipe her head. Then the lady, man, start to give her some hard cuffs. Pop, pop, pop. I mean, hard. I mean, you could see, videos get around. Sometimes people literally put them together and then send them out on the market. It was impossible for this to be acting. That's my point. Meaning that the little girl was really getting them blows. A series of blows. Those of you who happen to catch the video, and even all my subscribers on the Shock of the Hour definitely saw it, because I sent the video to all my subscribers on the Shock of the Hour. You could see how the woman is bam, 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 brutalizing the little girl, just hitting her in her face. It could not be no acting, and I did a video around that video, a short video. I don't think it was more than 20 minutes, my presentation. And I put it on YouTube. And before 20 minutes was done, that video was down. And even in the video, I told YouTube, listen, I've seen worse than this on your platform. In fact, the video, not my video, but the raw video of the footage was sent to me via Messenger on Facebook. But when you try to put that video up on Facebook, that doesn't even last a moment. That's blocked right away. That violates everything. This is Facebook. Okay, so I told this platform here, this is not a case of exploitation. But this is something, because the lady even, you could hear her speak. So any serious investigator or investigation team could figure out who this is and where this is. That's my point. This may even be somebody knows. It had this, I don't want to guess it out, but like it had a kind of Caribbean flavor to it, but that's just my outlook. That could, you know, might never neither be here nor there. But that's the only reason why I wanted that out. I made that play. But that came down. And interestingly, I mean, I see people in concentration camps. I see people tied up in the desert. I see videos with people chopping off people's head. All this is YouTube and Facebook. You know? There's this video going around on FB, man, with some, this is in China, I think, some people, the soldiers, dozens of them, running into this train and in the subway, opening all the doors. I don't even know what's going on. It's like real mayhem. I'm sure some of you have seen the video. And they're spraying people down and beating them and kicking them and a whole thing. And the video is so long. And I'm watching this and I said, and you mean to tell me that the little 2-minute video of our sister getting brutalized, that could not stay up? But that massacre that took place there, it seems in China, is something that is acceptable. So anyway, what happened after that? There is a video now, because I was not banned for that. I was given a strike or a warning or something of the sort. To be honest, I can't. But I was given something and was told that, you know, if I violate again, that's the whole thing. If I violate again, it's the end of the road for me. This is exactly what they were saying. So my whole intention was, you know, basically not to violate again. All right. I had a video that is already out. The video itself, well, it was out prior to the beating video. The video itself was the video I did on the Disney animated movie, Onwards. Anyone saw that? That was there for a while. I don't know if anyone saw it. You know, basically the title of it was, I think, A Million Moms. I can't remember the rest of the title, but that title really came from an article that was speaking of the same. And, you know, when speaking of, because it has to do with homosexuality and these things. And when speaking of these subject areas, because almost everything that I do on the subject is taken down. There was a time I was banned for 3 months. I wonder if you can remember that, just for talking on the subject. And it's considered hate speech. So in all reality, when I speak on the subject, I mean, I'm not speaking just so you can lock down the channel. So I speak on the subject. And, you know what I mean? That's why sometimes I tell you, if you want to hear the rest of this, you know what I mean, just email me and I'll send you the rest. But the rest can't come on this platform here. And that's just the truth. Because they're quick to raise the hate speech flag and ready to take you out. So I was given another email again from YouTube, and this time I was banned for a while. And it was because of that video Onward. In that video, I highlighted Otis from Back in the Barnyard too. I wouldn't go into it in detail. I don't want them to ban this video here. And interestingly, I was banned on the 13th day of March, Friday the 13th. And that very same day was the day that the first case of coronavirus was cited in the nation of Antigua and Barbuda. Not on the island of Barbuda, but on the island of Antigua, in Antigua. That was the day. It was like panic around here. I mean, unnecessarily. And after the news hit, I got an email about a video that has been up for a while. I said when I did the video about our little sister being brutalized, before you could watch that off properly, even if you caught it the second I put it up, you would not see all of it because it came down before the 20 minutes was up. The onward video was up like maybe 2 weeks or so. At least a week and a half. I think maybe 2, man. It took them a while to, I guess, study it good. But then now I'm not warned, I'm taken down. I cannot report to you. There's nothing I can say to you. I couldn't even come and say, hey, do you know? And interestingly, at that same time, when I was on lockdown now, I was scoping Brother Rizza Islam. And Brother Rizza Islam now, catching fire from every end. Everything he put on Facebook, they take it down. That's Brother Rizza Islam. Everything they put on Instagram, they take it down. You know what I mean? And there's certain things that Brother Rizza Islam, for you to see these videos, you have to go on YouTube, some special videos, private or unlisted or whatever. When you go on these videos, they have 2 and 3 views. Brother Rizza Islam, Rizza Islam ain't have no 2 or 3 views. But because if you put that video in the real YouTube sense, it's gone. Like, what is that? I mean, and I watch the videos. The man is saying nothing wrong. I mean, wow. Wow. I mean, like, wow. You can't say that, well, maybe you think, you don't want nobody but the professionals speaking about coronavirus, so you're going to take them off. It cannot be that. What are you talking about? Everybody up there giving their opinion on the coronavirus. So what's going on? Islam telling you to stock up on beans. What's wrong with that? What's going on? And interestingly, the brother spoke about the shutdown of the country. He was giving some key details as when, what was going to happen, even before the news was speaking about it. And lo and behold, so said Brother Rizza, so done. Brother Polite, every time he tries a thing he shut down. I even heard him say that when he starts to speak about certain topics, the battery in his device starts to go down faster. And trust me, as it relates to them kind of things, I can attest to them. Instagram, the other stuff, FB, YT, just problems. And you see, it's not a joke, because I could tell you. And sometimes you have to remind, hence people forget. Just the other day, the email was held up for such suspicious traffic. That's not the first time that has happened to Facebook. this platform. I mean, I can go on and on, eh? Things in real life. And what it is as well, I could tell you for sure that in the midst of all of this, because a lot of ones do not understand that this is really a war. And I could say even to everyone clearly for sure, at this moment, I am seriously stalked. You hear people talk about trolls. This is more than trolls. Whether it be through the phone, whether it be through your SMS, whether it be FB, whether it be this platform here, and the email as well. Now, there are many different levels to this, eh? Because one evening I was watching Bernie Sanders, one of his talks, campaign business there. And it was like, man, maybe about 17,000 people in the chat. It was a big, you know, watching the video then, maybe not in the chat, but a lot of people watching, though, a lot of people watching. So man, like the chat was going like lightning speed. I don't know how you could really read it. You could just, you know, so you'd have to reach to a point where you can, you know, you could slow it down and all of that. In the chat, there were about 4 names. One of them I can clearly remember was Emily. Well, I remember the Emily part clearly. Either we sell sex, something of the sort, but it's something with sex and purchase it. I said, what? And there were about 3 other names somewhat similar to that. And they were, you know, making some real strange, weird, just off the wall comments. I mean, like, come on, man, disgusting. So then sometime after that, I was watching Brother Sarnetta. And I think he had a sister on there. I think it's a sister and I think his assistant, Brother Jabari, was having a converse not too long ago, eh? And in his chat, lo and behold, the same 4 people, for sure I identify Emily, the same 4 beings appeared, saying the same sort of disgusting things, you know. Now, his chat was maybe, you know, a couple hundred. So not a couple, several hundred. So it wasn't moving at that pace, so you could see it. And I think that the brother has some moderators there. So they were kind of fighting now. It was like a war. They were trying to just delete all of the comments that these stalkers or trolls were coming with. Remember, you know, I'm telling you now, not nobody tell me. I am telling you, I see the same people in a chat that was streaming a Bernie Sanders rally or speech or whatever you want to call it. The same names, I saw them in the chat of Brother Sarnetta YouTube channel. I'm talking about just the other day, like what, 2 weeks ago, whatever, 2.5. So now, obviously, again, and I mean, I'm just saying this to kind of show you certain things, you know, because this is something that we live. This is something that we live, eh? And what it is as well, I noticed that even from the time that that flat earth video was done, that last one we did. And that is why I always say, you know, many ones who hold fast to the concept have some extremely, you know, dogmatic ways, as if it's religion you're talking about. And even from the time that that has been done, man, up to now, in all the continuous chatter that comes behind of it, I've yet to see anyone really put anything on the table, especially to debunk the circumpolar star theory. Now, what it is, and why I brought that up, is to say, genuinely from my heart, I have no problem whatsoever if anyone, for whatever reason, disagrees with any theory or information that I bring out. I have no problem. Even sometimes I think that the rebuttal is, well, neither here nor there, but believe me, it's in all due respect, man. Everybody has a different outlook, and I have no problem with that. Now, one thing, as I said, there are different levels here. The personal attacks, that's in a lane all by itself. And once I had to mention in a video and actually asked, you know, man, those ones who were even making attacks at my own children, my little children that you see with me, that I open to the world. Individuals were saying things that I don't want to really repeat at this moment. And you may find this hard to believe, but I'm not a person that is quick to block someone. But obviously, this individual, I had to block. And you know, because you don't know who you're dealing with. I mean, in this outside world here. Because you're watching me. You're seeing me. And other people too. We bring you into our space, wherever the space is, whether it's inside or outside, we bring you into our space, whether it's the workplace or even just where we go, we bring you into our space. Many of those who are brought into our space, we don't know them. There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying we're supposed to know them. But at the same time, that's something you have to balance off. Now, my brothers and sisters, listen, man. Many people seem to have a hatred for me. The word gets around on Facebook, and the thing is, as I said, as far as concepts, it's all right. But when you start to get personal, you carry this thing to another level. Now, let me just kind of make this clear here. And let me start with Bobo Shanti specifically. I want you to understand me good. I do not take nothing that I do as a joke. Some of you have been saying certain things about me, And I'm not speaking no second hand. I would never come on this platform unless I know exactly what I was saying and who I'm talking about. Man, I'm so upset with some of you. When you see me, I prefer you don't even call my name. Trust me. Because I would look at you and tell you what I know. It's disgusting. People that you thought were man, as they say. Okay, you can't say man. Were man, they're punks. I mean, why you don't tell it to me? You see me. I mean, I go to Trinidad. I go to Jamaica. I go to the Bahamas. I go to England. Why you don't tell me? And I go other places too. When you see me, tell me, the man. I will tell you. They have people out there branding me as an abuser of women. Wife beater. And I lock my wife away. Now listen, I'm not just telling you no makeup thing, and people post these things. Some of you have read them. Some of you have read them. Look, my children here. Some of you sick. An abuser of woman. Wife beater. Bring the woman, the man. Bring her. Let me hear her say that I have laid my hands on her. And then ones have me in all sort of things that I don't even want to mention, brother. But again, you have read them, haven't you? You have seen them in people's posts. I can't believe this. Now, what I'm saying, hear me good, man. What I'm saying, this is really disgusting, man. Judgment. I never tell nobody I'm holy, man, but for a man that is trying his utmost best, brother, and just because of my information, you see this thing I have on the screen, that's my new book. That's my new book. The Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge presents The Heavens Declare the Glory, Rastafari and the Cosmos, Honorable Priest Isaac. And in the book, we go into the whole astronomy meets theology, but we're putting it in written form. The Honorable King Emmanuel, according to the Honorable Priest Harris, once said that a man shall come amongst us that can read the stars. Let me just drop this, but I don't care. I was listening to an interview the other night, enough respect to I just with Priest Paul, who is in Ethiopia, the Honorable, oh my, I'm sorry, my Lord, I can't get the full Ethiopian name. So sorry. Forgive me. I don't even want to attempt it. But, you know, we know Priest Paul, you know. Yeah, but pardon me. I know the Ethiopian name, but it just kind of misses me there. And the honorable brother now speaking, and I must say, he's not a brother I've ever met, you know, in flesh like that. I think I had some correspondence with him one way or the other, you know, but is someone I've always admired from a distance. I mean, yes, just as he said in the video, I hear people say things about Priest Paul. I mean, listen, you know, and that's why, in a sense, you know, certain things are not here and not there, because people say things about us other people. But according to Priest Paul said that when he was going to Ethiopia, King Emmanuel hastened him and said, hurry up and set up your thing and get going. You cannot stay around here because the man them around here, their heart wicked. That's what Priest Paul said, not me. I wasn't there. Who am I to question the elder? That's his testimony. And I don't doubt it because I've heard similar. Some of us have some real dirty heart, not dirty. Bookman Dirty is a liberator. Some of us have some real dirty heart. Listen, my brothers and sisters, I'm only going to say this, right? Because I can see others are concerned. And genuine people contact me, you know, and actually ask me sometimes, when are we going to see the Queen? We had the Queen up earlier there. Yeah. Thanks to the earth of Empress Mene. You know, because, and let's just be straight. People don't just say that, you know. They say, we see you. We see the youths. It's usually in that order. So when are we going to see the Queen? You see, it's like the saying says, behind every, you know, good man, there's a good woman. So naturally, from what you are seeing with your eyes, you think you're seeing, well, a good man and good offspring and very brilliant and very smart, and oh, he can drum, oh, she, good poetry, and wow, all that Swahili, and yeah, there just got to be, you know, someone locked in some room. And before I even say, let me be clear, this job is not no superhero job of these youths. It's not no superhero like Superman, Mighty Man, whatever. And I would never take credit as if it's something that was done all by myself. But to a degree, you know what I mean, your intuition is correct. Because as I said, I'm just going to make it clear. What you see, I know you may be looking for something else behind door number 1 or door number 2. But as far as that family structure, what you see is what it is. Now you can unravel that anyhow you want to unravel that. Straight up. I mean, listen, I've opened myself to the world. You know my name. You know my phone number. You know my email.
I don't even have no secret, you know, I mean, email, my email, you know. You even know where I am. I mean, come on, you see my family. This is what my household is, just who you see. And you know, the reason it's sad that I have to come and tell you all of this, but the reason why I feel I have to is because some of you actually listen to these idiots. I'm never a person to judge nobody, but I can call names for you as a real wolf in some sheep cloth right now, man. It's sad. I tell you, when you see me, man, you better don't trouble me. Because believe me, man, I will eat you. Don't trouble me. Just don't touch me, man. You don't play with my family. Don't bring me up in none of your foolishness. And they say worse than that. And then they have some jackasses on YouTube now. Let me deal with these bastards. And as I said, sometimes you yourself, you're into them and you're dealing with machines. That's why I said you have different levels to this. I don't come here to play with nobody. You know? Trust me. I want you to understand. I really don't want to say certain things on this thing, you know. But I tell you, when it comes to my peoples, I am not no joke. I really don't know who you see. Remember, this is a small world, and I will leave it at that. I'm not a play around person. I'm very serious. Do not trouble anybody that's affiliated with me, man, and play around with me. This ain't no joke business, man. This is no joke. And to those of you, you know, man, in the audience, differently, I wish I could apologize and tell you I'm sorry I gotta do this, but I don't play around. And I mean, the platform can do what they want to do too. But on this same platform, you have people that are coming and leaving comments of some real disrespectful nature. And listen now, just to show you how these people are some serious, if we're dealing with a person here, some real punks, when they leave their comments, and let me be clear, I'm not speaking of anybody that has comments where they disagree with me. I'm not in the disagreement thing. No, it's not if you disagree with me. That's not a problem. No matter what you say in disagreement, even those that, you know, say like I'm a clown also, I'm not even talking about you. Believe me, and you idiot and you stiff-necked this and that. I'm not talking about you. Trust me. Believe me. I'm not talking about you. But trust me, I wouldn't even, you know what I mean? Believe me, I wouldn't even say what I say to you. So all of you who think I talk, not you, and you idiot, or you don't know what you're saying, keep in your lane, or, you know, nah. But then now, to those of you now who get personal and have me as some sort of adulteress or adulterer, or whatever it is, what the right word, whatever, I don't care. And staining my name to the world again as some molester of women. This is, I mean, I don't know if you follow me good anymore. I'm showing you different things here. It's not the same thing I repeated. What I spoke about is what I spoke about. This is something else now. So they would come on my YouTube channel on the different guys. When you click their channel or whatever they are, they have no subscribers, they have nothing there. They just made that up to come and try to bring down a righteous work. And when you block them, they change and come under a new name. some real devils. And then bringing people into the argument, like some real madhouses. And let me just say here, again, even to such, and let me, before I even say that, then now, as I say, the troll would come under different aliases. No name that really makes sense. Some, you know, mean some kind of name that don't sound like a name. Something, you know, mean something, some little stupid things that they put together to try to make their point. So once when I blocked the new troll returned under the name of Priest Ashanti. Now listen to me, man, let me say something. Now, first of all, I don't know no Priest Ashanti, really. I know a Priest Shanti. And this Priest Shanti is, you know, an elder priest that actually runs his own camp in Trinidad. And I must say, as I said, some of you have read the trolls comments and they would mention Trinidad from time to time. Now, I don't know if the elder priest name is Priest Ashanti or Priest Shanti. Maybe we just call him Shanti for short. I remember once I was lecturing at the University of the West Indies in Trinidad, the Institute for Critical Thinking, and he attended the lecture. And but you know, outside of that, we never really had no strong interaction, to be very honest. But I'm just saying that, to be honest, I would never believe that that honorable priest would be the idiot that is now posing as a priest Ashanti to be coming with these disrespectful. As I said, it's not nobody that disagree with me. Well, they obviously disagree. I'm talking about individuals that are staining my name and not only saying things that are not true, things that are not even in reality, in a real sense that it could be true then. You know what I mean? Like locking her up in the room. They literally say that. Locking who up in which room? I mean, what are you talking about? Maybe you just wanted me to bring my business out to the world. You know, so then these demons here now, trying to bring the conversation outside now of my household. So what I'm saying is really, you know, yeah. I'm bringing all of that into the same ball. Remember, I'm showing you I was banned from YouTube. People working hard. Some of these videos, I remember I tell you the onward video was there for a while. Sometimes the computer or whatever overlook things, you know, all you got to do is report it and they will look at it. So if you don't like me, even this video, if you don't like me and you think I said something that, you know what I mean, it's not right, or, you know, you could flag it or report it or say something and they will come and put an extra special eye on it. Yes, he's right, Jimmy. He said something there. I don't think the kids should hear that. Yeah. So I'm saying on different levels, you have hypocrites, real sellouts. Some of you that say you're racist and all kind of thing, if you're not getting a check for how you behave, it's disgusting, man. And what is sick about it, it's not as if, you know what I mean, you have something on me to say, well, I rob anybody. And look at all the business we do. We don't play around, you know. I don't care what none of you say, no, man. You see how the world running now, you're still playing. You see how the world running and you fighting I. So who you, is Selassie you dealing with? You better hush your mouth. You better hush your mouth. Trust me. You know what I mean? My message for the higher echelons of this thing here, your triple letters. You know who the triple letters, man. I can't spell everything out for you. My conversation with them is different. You know what I mean? Than these you know what I mean, these wicked demons that will see you and be like, oh my Lord, oh my Lord, my Lord. Boy, listen, you know what I mean? Trust me. But don't play around, eh? Let me just be clear here. And let me just explain something. I don't know what you think it is. Just as I said, you can report things, man. YouTube has certain policies, man. What you don't understand? They're not into nobody. Cyberbullying is a serious thing. What you call that thing? They would literally ask you if your life or someone else's life is in danger. You can't be literally, and you calling up people's name in your foolishness. Then people will track you down. Remember, they know exactly who you are. They know exactly who you are. And just me speaking this, trust me, ones would contact me. You see, this ain't no joke, you know. Just me saying this, you know, after tonight, people are going to be contacting me on all sorts of levels. Say, my Lord, who troubled you? You know it's who you sure of you. And I can trust me. People going to be contacting I. And say, yeah, man, there's a good person you can talk when you come to that YouTube. Da, da, da. I mean, but I don't know. So let me just show you, I mean, if you're not too hip in the game, if you're playing with your life, man, come on. Get out of them realms there. Because the platform you're on knows everything, your email that you got to use, they know where you are, they can pinpoint you. If they consider you a terrorist or a cyberbully, they will pinpoint you to the authorities. I mean, come on. And they know when you change your name, they know it's just the same clown going around in circles. They already see that. Just waiting for somebody to give them a call and say, hey, listen, cyberbully alert, man. Come on. Get out of them clownish ways, man. And those of you who consider that, you know what I mean, I'm not speaking Emmanuel doctrine and all of them kind of crap. There is nothing that I speak about. Let me just show you this here. As I said, this is the book. The heavens declare the glory. Of course, you know, we did the cosmic series. Let me show you something else here. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. This is the true biblical land of Israel. In the true biblical land of Israel, of course, you know, we speak about the true land of Israel being from the river Euphrates to the river in Egypt and expanding into the river, into the Great Sea. You know, obviously we've done several renditions on this. You know, the true biblical land of Israel. We have literally explained in fullness the whole concept of, you know, again, that land of Africa being the land where, you know, the true land that the Bible describes as Israel. You know the history behind this theology here, man. Thousands of people we have sent emails out to. There ain't no human being, nobody in the world, none of you. You're sick in my stomach. Nobody. I mean, the whole world have to see that by now. No one. No Bobo Shanti. No Bobo Shanti. I don't care what you say. There is nobody in the world that can dispute that. Step up, man. You a coward. You're a punk. Step up. This is where you're supposed to step up. Don't worry about who I have locked up and tie up in rooms. Step up and dispute that. If you can't, you should be quiet. And those of you who see them coming with the talk, you should run them away. That's the sickness too. Some of you sit and listen to this garbage that these people be talking in the little Facebook homosexual chat. It's sickening, man. Man, if you know what I really want to say, man, trust me. But this ain't saying time. Yeah, trust me, this ain't saying time. This ain't something I'm gonna address again, eh? Believe me, I don't even want to go too far. But anyway, as I'm saying, anyone, well, like I have to put money up for this man and give some kind of grand prize because there's nobody that will step up. Well, I must give thanks again to Brother Willie Jeremy. Sometimes I can't leave him behind. The only human being that had the courage to step up to this. And listen, if you agree with me, I'm not saying you don't have the courage. You're very smart to agree. But the vast majority of the world don't agree. The vast majority of you do not agree. Where's Jerusalem? You're going to tell me Palestine and tell me something about Solomon and the Wailing Wall. You will tell me that. You will tell me that. You will tell me Moses come out of Egypt and he grew up in Egypt. You will tell me that. That cannot work when it comes to this subject here. And I'm purposely coming down on you because y'all are punks, brother. And some of you sisters do. Them is punky attitude. Riding on man vibration and you can't even step up to dispute nothing that I say. You know, hear the man say somebody gonna come and read the stars, man. Listen, let me show you, eh? You know, you see, I have a lot of children that watch this, eh? My own children that watches this. You know what I mean? This ain't the time to punk out with nobody. Some of you need to, this hiding behind this fictitious name. You are a real idiot, man. You're gonna hide behind a fictitious name? Why you don't do a video? Let me see your face. Trust me, let me see your face. I would love to see your face, all of you. All of you. Show your face now, man. At least give me your name. Give me your real name. Priest Isaac is my name. Isaac is my name. Let me hear your real name. And then you're using somebody else's name, talking about Priest Ashanti. This is the book Anu. And you see, I'm going to say something about the COVID in a moment. Eh? Not even what you expect. But I just want to say something here. You see, in this book Anu, this book is a book that deals with the this is Neem bush. Oh, you can't hide it. It's Neem bush. Yeah. So the green screen business might have a little problem. But please don't go anywhere. I told you you're gonna have to spend a little time with me, you know. And let us say thank you to YouTube for allowing us to come in again and host our little program. Yeah. I don't know how some people see it, you know, man. YouTube not supposed to shut me down. You know? I supposed to shut down YouTube, you know, man. It's a shame that them people have to be banning I. You know what I mean? Several times I say I banning them, and look, I make them have to ban me and give me warning. I can give them warning too. I can't give them warning. I can send them an email and say, yo, I gonna stop using your vibes in a man because X, Y, Z. I mean, we don't need this. It locked down for a week. Why I think we were what it is. I mean, what do you think going on? What's going on, man? Anyway, so what I was saying about the book, you know, I'm just happy that we're here, you know, together. The book Anu, in the Tiger's Nest. Oh yeah, give thanks. And the book Anu definitely highlights the spirit of Antigua. And just quickly, as you could see, we have the Milky Way here, for those who may not have heard the whole science. And the connection that we make, even with the whole Heliopolis, you know, the Milky Way is said to be of a perfect vibration
similar to that of the River Nile. The River Nile is considered like a mirror of the Milky Way itself. And even as we show, especially if you look coming from around this area here, just above the Leeward Islands, coming down the pathway, if you notice, even the curve coming here is similar to right about here, as it happens to do with the River Nile. So remember, the River Nile is a very long river, but in the same way, if you look at Africa and South America and the Caribbean area, it looks as if Africa could fit perfectly within it. So there's certain things that align. As I said, the River Nile and the Milky Way seem to have that similarity. That's the River Nile there. And it is said that the Milky Way, when you really map it properly, is like the same as the River Nile. And just like on the northeastern section of the River Nile, as it aligns with the Caribbean island chain, on the northeastern section of the River Nile, you have the city of Heliopolis. And similar, if you overlap these two, I've done it already, on the northeastern section of the Caribbean island chain, you have the island of Antigua. Now, that in itself is a mystic, you know, because we're working off of mystics here, not mistakes. And the island of Antigua itself now, when you consider it 108 square mile, just like Heliopolis, Heliopolis was considered the city of the priests. Antigua is called the island of the priest. Very interesting, eh? You know, because I received my priesthood right here in Antigua, the Honorable Priest Akil, who, you know, gave I such a priesthood myself, and the Honorable Priest Kailash, you know, and even a brother like the Honorable Priest Kailash, you know, once be saying some disgusting things about my Lord too, you know. I really wasn't going to say that, you know, but just through the name come up really, you know, but yeah. So yeah, here in Anu, the city of the priest, the island of the priest, you know, it is considered the city of the sun. That's why you see we have the sun in the flag. Antigua is considered the city of the sun, or sun city, where Heliopolis now is, Heliopolis, the word itself means the city of the sun, sun city, Heliopolis. This is why if you notice at the same time, you could see from Heliopolis, you see the sun and the feathered, the snake with the wings, the feathered snake. Same thing with the sun in the V, which is symbolic of the vulva. So again, Heliopolis, the city of the sun, Antigua, the island, sun city, pardon me, Heliopolis. Heliopolis is the city of the priests, Antigua, the island of the priests, the River Nile, the Caribbean island chain, the Milky Way, and even the whole science of what took place in Heliopolis is really the same as what took place in Anu or in Antigua, where the ones would go up to Greencastle Hill and get initiated within the priesthood and get initiated within the whole order of the mystics. This is where you get the whole vibration of, this is the phallic stone. These are the thrones. All of these are the megaliths that literally protrude out of the earth on this grand hill, Greencastle Hill. At the same time, as I said, this is really the place where, you know, this is why the island is considered an island that was not inhabited. It's considered like a church island. It's the island where the so-called Indians, you know, but it's the Olmec people and the Mayans and the Incas and the Taínos, and so they would come to this island and they would perform their rituals and rites right here in Greencastle Hill. As you can see, the phallic stone and the other different stones that, you know, are highlighted here on Greencastle Hill. So interestingly, you know, as I said, these stones, this is Mara Imbert literally testing the stones. This, around this time of the year, the phallic stone, which is, you know, symbolic of the penis of Geb coming out of the earth. I always say Anua Antigua has the penis of Geb. This aligns with the northern celestial pole on the 21st day of March, which is spring. That's why we have the spring equinox, because this aligns with the northern celestial pole on that day, you know, and it also aligns not this directly, well, this as well, and the other stones align with the fall equinox, as well as the summer and the winter solstice. That is why we have these events. And as I said, we're still looking for June the 21st to do our summer solstice as it relates to going to the double hike to Green Castle Hill. What a wonderful view. You see the mountains in the background that look like the pyramids. Wonderful view right here on Green Castle Hill. So, you know, it stands out as a very unique place, the island of the priests. Interesting. And what I'm saying, nature is also with it. As you could see, the island of Antigua is in the same spot where you have the Heliopolis. And Heliopolis, the name, the city of the sun, the island of the sun, their symbols, the both of their symbols is the sun. You know, it is, you know, it's definitely mind-blowing as such. And then the megaliths kind of just top it off and you see the mystics and all these things. And what is more now, remember Heliopolis, the ancient name for Heliopolis is Inu or Anu. Heliopolis's name is Anu, not Heliopolis, it's Anu. And Antigua now, A-N-T-I-G-U-A. Antigua, the port abbreviation for Antigua is Anu, A-N-U. If you know what I mean, if you look up port abbreviations, the port abbreviation for Antigua is A-N-U, the same name as Heliopolis, Anu, and they're in the same spot, and they're both the island of the priests, and they're both the city of the sun, and as I said, the River Nile and the Caribbean island chain, you know, and they both these places is where the priest was initiated. In fact, a stela is also the symbol of Heliopolis as well, the stela and the sun along with the snake with the wings. So this is not by chance. This is not just coincident, although it coincides. This is the mystics, and I'm telling you straight up, nobody taught me this. This is something just like everything else you hear me talk about that I have unraveled. I was born in this land here. And this is why I'm never afraid nor ashamed to tell nobody that I know exactly who I am. The only thing is that I've never come public and say who I am. I mean, I show you things that you cannot deny. Things that you cannot deny. And you still deny them. Why would I show you secrets that I have no need to tell you? At least not now. Yeah, I'm very serious now. I ain't playing around. I'm not playing around. Look how I sit and unravel that for you, and there's so much more to it. There's a whole book on it, plus more. Look how we unravel the biblical mystery, land of Israel mystery. It is a mystery, because you never hear it like that from no other human being, and it cannot be denied. I have to speak so tonight, but people playing with my life too. People trying. This is espionage and them thing ain't no joke. Eh? Idi Amin says spies must be killed. Idi Amin, I don't care what you say about Idi Amin. Idi Amin says firing squads for cutthroats and turncoats and man. Firing squad for them. And this ain't no just no metaphorical and no esoteric talk, eh? A real thing. We talk, this ain't no joke business. We think this be a debate. Just remember the world is small. Eh? Once a plane can fly, that's all I say. And I look people crazy, no joke. But anyway, all I'm saying is now for sure, we ain't got to jump on the plane. For sure. The unraveling of the mysteries, yo. The unraveling of the mysteries is something that I have been gifted with. This is a daily thing for I. Everything may not be published abroad, but this is a daily thing for I. If you really wanted attention, you could just talk to me. I could unravel the mysteries of even who you are if you want to. Yeah. This is where I was born, brother, amongst the megaliths. I'm one of the gems that come out of this Atlantis here. I'm one of the Anu.
I'm not to be played with here. I'm telling people that, yeah. And I can witness for you day and night, man. I could witness for you day and night. Yeah. From my heart, I wouldn't encourage no one to ramp with me, even in the spiritual realms. I ain't giving no threat now. Hear me, let me be clear. I'm talking things that I don't even know about. I'm telling you, please, for your own good, check yourself. Believe me, check yourself. Now, what I'm saying, it is that interestingly, we're in a time here where we are talking about coronavirus and these different things. And I find it interesting that even as Bobo Shanti as well, that you have a different level here where people don't even want to touch you now. I mean, when I came into this Bobo Shanti vibes first, there are people that I know up to now screw on me when they see me, because in those days, I mean, we were so zealous, we were so zealous that nobody could touch us. Nobody, big up nobody or nothing. It's blessed. And people, so I mean, what? Can't touch you now? Blessed. Now the same people, when they see you, they blessed. Because nobody can touch nobody because it's Corona time. They say the Prince of Wales have the crown disease, the crown virus. Well, Corona is crown, really, yeah. And with Prince Harry. Yes, I did a video on Prince Harry. You could check the channel, The Stone That the Builder Refused. And Mr. Stone That the Builder Refused, as I said, if you read them comments there in your chat, as I said, these weasels, I shouldn't call them weasels, I'm disrespecting the animal. But these scumbags, they left the same childish, dumb, punkish comments in your chat, Mr. Stone That the Builder Refused. Real disrespectful. I mean, you yourself should read them and see. And this is why I have to say what I said tonight. I have to tell people things that I mean, I don't think it's nobody's business, but I just have to tell you, because you will be listening to these other words that I don't want to use here, and would be following them. You don't even know who they are. Who are they? Do you know how their voice sounds? I have 500 or so plus videos on this channel here. You go on their channel, they got zip, as if they put it up last week or yesterday. Who are they with them funny names? Golden Bird, White Dust, some crap. Who is he? Who is he? I tell him my name is Isaac. Who is them? And you'll be literally reading the little 2-sentence they write. Priest Isaac is an abuser, and they're literally giving you the name of who I abuse it to. And it's real people they're talking about there. And you would sit down now and like, wow, I wonder if that's true. So Stone That the Builder Refused, man. Check the vibes, If you're really putting up my videos, you got to join the battle, you know what I mean? I don't encourage nobody to keep them foolishness up. If you keep them foolishness up on your channel and you don't block these people, as far as I see, you are a part of them, and you must be them in disguise, straight up. Yeah, man, because there's no way I'm going to have nobody disrespected. One thing, you disrespect anybody that I respect. I come for you, I don't play around, If I don't know if you really check the vibes. You say the wrong thing about anybody, you know what I mean? Especially if it's something that gone out to the world. that you playing around with and I hear you talk. Now man, coming for your head. Some of you had this as a joke, eh? Trust me. I would like to offer as well. We have a international homeschooling program that we have launched. Well, the program was launched a long time ago, but we are bringing it to the whole international community now. You may want to take some notes here. In fact, Mr. Neem, this is the Neem bush, but I will get back to the Neem in a moment. You know, I was looking for this picture earlier. Give thanks. Rastafari Experience Antigua. Remember June, man. June. Put June on your calendar. Let's see how the corona crap work out. You know, and put June on the calendar. When I say crap, I want to be clear. Anyway, I'm getting back to the corona reasoning in a second. But for those who may fall asleep before I reach there, well, let me be clear, man. I'm not telling you shouldn't be vigilant. I'm not telling you to jump on the panic bus. So although I said crap, I'm not dismissing it. Whether it made from bats, armadillo, or somebody make it in a lab or something explode or whatever, it's there and it's real. You know, oh, the flu kill more people. It's all right. You can say what you want. And it's not the virus, eh? It's the after effects and this locking down and this and that and the economic war. This is more than biological war. This is economic war. But anyway, you know what I mean? As I said, you're going to be with me a while tonight, and I don't want you to go yet. Please don't go. You say you haven't seen me for a while. I'm here. And the way YouTube is acting, I may just give YouTube a break too. Yeah, trust me. All right. Now, what I'm saying, my brothers and sisters, yes, we are launching. We are launching now on an international level a homeschooling program that we will be doing via the email. Now, this program, especially in the light of what is taking place, and why we brought this to the forefront really, is that right here in Antigua, a lot of course, the schools are locked down. So a lot of the concerns of the parents is now what to give their children to do. Now, at least in my society here, I would say that the educational system is somewhat struggling to really get that curriculum program out to the entire island. And a lot of parents who have not been geared to actually homeschool their children are basically frustrated because education begins with the family. And it's sad that some of the parents, they're not going to work. They are actually home and they still don't know what to do. You know, they call in on the radio station saying, oh, this school don't send nothing for them to do, and this school don't this and that and that. But you should be able to be in a position to, they have textbooks to work along with them. But anyway, what we are doing, my people, we are officially launching again internationally, and this is going from now and beyond, Mr. Coronavirus, our home schooling program for 2 subject areas, which is astronomy and African history / heritage. Now, let me just say, please listen to me good. What it is this. As you would know, we have been working on a astronomy curriculum, which we have already completed from kindergarten to the 2nd grade. So we have that curriculum in stone then, let's put it that way. This is something that we take very serious, and it's a curriculum that we are continuing to build upon. So what we are offering now, this program, listen to me good, this program is something that will be recorded. We have the material already. We may have to just adjust it for the audience that we're bringing it to now. And we begin, if you sign up for this program, it will begin from the kindergarten level. And as I said, we're dealing with astronomy and we're dealing with African history / heritage. Now, kindergarten obviously is little babies, but it's designed to get the child as soon as it's born, or even before him or she or her is born or comes out of the womb. But at the same time, let's just be realistic. Many people that are 30 and 40, if you're going to teach them the rudiments of astronomy, they have to begin at a kindergarten level. Now, when we see kindergarten, trust me, this is not, you know what I mean, Sesame Street, Gone Dread or anything like that. Yes, we understand that you must, you know, apply certain levels of learning to the child. You can't just bring them in a college-like setting and some boring professor talking, you know. Even the way we reason to you, you know, they got to be a little different tone to it. That's the truth, you know. But we ain't playing no puppet show. This is not a joke, You know, children, you don't have to bring children into the world, you know what I mean, speaking like cartoons. You could speak to them like a real human being, you know, even before they speak, and motivate them and let them understand who they are, you know, from that young age, because they're sponges, whatever the case is. So this is what we're bringing forward, my brothers and sisters. It is astronomy and it is African history. So what it is, every morning we will send the program for the day. It is just a 20 to 30 minute classroom setting. That's what it is, 20 to 30 minutes. And we'll also add a minute plus video. A minute plus video. Every day you're getting this, a minute plus video, which is like a summary of the class for the day. The class for the day is a 20 to 30 minute video, a session. That's the class for the day. And then also accompanying that, you're going to get a minute plus video, which is a summary of the day. So on Mondays, I hope you're taking notes or listening good, or you can go back and listen to this. But on Mondays and Wednesdays, you have astronomy. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you have history. You understand? So you get that in the morning. So your child now, what the child does, the child becomes accustomed, even if they have other works that they're doing. And let me be clear, this is not to substitute for the curriculum of the nation that you live in. You know, in fact, this is not because of the vibes there, COVID-19. Yes, true, it is taking place and ones are crying out for assistance, but this wasn't created for that. This has been here, as I said, it's a curriculum we're working on. You understand? And we've already done videos for other clients that has, you know, ordered the same program. But to be honest, it's not something we have marketed to the nation or to the nations, the international community, you know, hardcore. But at this time now that a lot of people are crying out and what to give their children and what to give their children, well, even if it's half an hour a day, you understand, the information that we will be giving them, and I'll be clear here, astronomy from a kindergarten level, grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is not something that people relish in. You know what I mean? They shouldn't be studying astronomy. African history, oh, well, you know, that's a waste of time to many people. You understand? But yes, of course, at the end of the course, you will be getting a certificate from the Priest Isaacs Institute of Holistic Knowledge. But in reality, you know that the world is looking for a degree from Harvard or Oxford if you want to get a good job. But this ain't no good job business. This is the intellect of your child, what they really know, not how much papers they have. The papers is all right. Go and get the papers. Nothing wrong with that. I ain't talking about the money. I'm talking about their degrees. Get the money too. Their degrees I'm talking about. But it's better you have the knowledge, the real knowledge. And what we'll be going into is be of that level. So, for example, these are some of the textbooks. This is for the beginners. This is one of the books that we have designed here, Children of the Sun, my first solar book. These are ebooks. So this also comes with the package, because it's a package here. It's a full package you're getting. So As I said, it's Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. This is when the classes are delivered to you via your email. Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Now, what it is, we consider, I want you to listen to this very, very good. The sign up, which is really a subscription, is $50 a month. Not a class, no man, $50 a month, because in the same way, remember this is working off of a curriculum, so it has been designed to run the length of time of a school year, you know, which is approximately 10 months. But listen to me good. We do not work, for example, when we do the shock of the hour, if someone signs up for the shock of the hour on the 2nd of February, the first month will end on the 1st of March and begin on the second month begins on the 2nd of February, the exact date according to that construct of a month. But because of what we're dealing with here, number one, the program must begin on a Monday. So you order the program, whenever you order it, you get it the next Monday. You understand? And those 4 days are the days you get the program, and each 4-day cycle would be the week as such. So in other words, we're running the week similar to a 28-day week. So after your first 4-day, which is in 1 week or strong, that's 1 week. Your second 4-day would be in the next week. Your third 4-day, which will begin Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, is in the 3rd week, and your fourth 4-day is in the 4th week, which is the month. And that is a month, you know, from Monday to Thursday. That is how we are running that. And so whenever you join up, so when you, for example, in the Shock of the Hour, when somebody subscribes to the Shock of the Hour, which is our nightly radio program, if you didn't know, they start to get the shock of the hour wherever we are, because it's a radio program. And, you know, yes, we're kicking a lot of knowledge, but it's not set like a curriculum. It's just, hey, what are we going to talk about today? And we just get into it, or what's going on in the news, and we just get into it. But this is a curriculum set. So you sign up to this, you know, it's not necessarily a virtual class. You're going to get it from the beginning of the program, from day one, and it comes straight to you. So the whole program, the whole school year would be $500, and it is no variation. It is 10 months, 50 a month, 500. You pay 500 or you pay 250. There's no deal. No, that's the deal itself. There's no deal like if you pay, you know what I mean, them kind of things, like you have a deal, like if you pay everything one time, you get this off. It's nothing like that. It's just 500. That's really what it is. We're just giving you the opportunity to pay by the month. Obviously, you know what I mean, if you cut off at some point, you just cut off at some point, you know what I mean? That's really what it is. So what comes, so the textbooks also come. You're going to be getting a load of textbooks, you know, one at a time. This is like for the beginners. My first solar book, my first sun book, basically gives you some different information as it relates to the solar. And at the same time, these are children books, you know what I mean? And even put together by the youth. Then where is that book? Okay, I was really looking for the book, The Great Kings and Queens of Africa. I'm not seeing that one. Okay. But anyway, whatever the case is, in fact, no, let's find it, man. I want you to see The Great Kings and Queens of Africa, which will be our history book as well. So as I said, this is the time, you know, you're concerned about the children at least. As I said, remember the information that we will be giving. It will be definitely entertaining to them. It is something that is palatable for them, meaning that they could eat it up, they could chew it. You ever hear the term, "is true"? Well, it's true meaning that, you know what I mean, you swallow it. The same way somebody say, "Oh, you don't expect me to swallow that." You know what I mean? It's true, because you can chew it up, you could, you know what I mean, partake of it and feel proper. So this as well, as far as for the history class, this is the Great Kings and Queens of Africa. The Great Kings and Queens of Africa. You could also, yeah, this also will come along with the package, The Great Kings and Queens of Africa, where you know, get to see the different That's the front page, the table of contents. These are some of the individuals highlighted within the great kings and queens of Africa. I was interested in this book. You could go to the what you call this, the URL, this link, for example. So this is speaking about Akhenaten. You could go to the link and you press the link, and then the video comes up. So the child could just, as the child can press the link, and this comes up, you know, right there on YouTube. You understand? So all of these, you know, basically come with the whole package, your solar book, the African history book, the great kings and queens of Africa. And as I said, every day you'll be getting the program coming down. You'll be getting the what you call it, you'll be getting the classroom program, just 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Your child will love it, you will love it, and they'll be getting a minute and a half video, something that you could share that you would definitely delight in, you know. So all you have to do is to contact me as well. You know, let me give you the email address. You have to contact me, and we definitely would give you more information on exactly what you have to do to get that. And you know, in reality, you know, I got to bring it up because it's, you could obviously see that it's something that's disgusting to me. And you know, I always say that if you're an individual and you know that you are not a thief, and yet still someone accuses you of stealing something, it is something that hurts your heart. Even if they made a mistake, it still hurts your heart, because I've been in that position already. So I'm telling you, you know, I mean, if you are a thief, brother, and somebody accuse you, and you know you steal it, even if you didn't steal it, I don't think it hits you the same way as someone pardon me, that goes out of their way not to live that kind of life, and then you're going to come and accuse them of that. It's not nice at all. And basically, it is something similar to that ones are trying to do. But what I'm saying, come on. When I began the program, I began by speaking about the essay competition that we just did. And we gave out laptops, and we gave out tablets. These people that are talking, and I'm talking about all of them now, even those that like to comment, maybe not the real disrespecters, but them other wayside feel they can take a little jab at you once too. Them too. They like to say, man, it's clown and we don't know what we're talking about. Can you imagine somebody could make such an idiotic statement? I don't know what I'm talking about. And they would not step up to the plate and put some sensible information on the table. Just chatting. How many laptops did they give out? How many tablets did they give to children? This is what I want to know. We're providing a homeschool environment for people that want their children to get a higher level of knowledge and information, and they know Priest Isaac is not going to come with no junk. What are you doing? How many children are you teaching in reality? This is our brand new book. And let me just say as well, definitely soon to be hot off the press, only $20. And if you buy this book, which is The Heavens Declare the Globe, plus the book, The True Biblical Land of Israel and Anu, you can get the 3 books for $50. You understand? And these scumbags will hate on you for being an entrepreneur. They would hate on you because they didn't get the idea. They would hate on you and bring up all kind of dumb excuses and say you're not supposed to sell the word of God.
The word of God. I'm speaking the word of God. You sure? You better mind you don't lose your tongue, man. You sure I'm speaking the word of God? Maybe that's why you're ashamed to step up and really challenge anything I say, because you know we're talking the word of God. Give me a break. You know, they ain't doing nothing. They ain't feeding no children. They're not going to no schools and edifying nobody. Huh? They're not giving financial contributions to the poor, tutoring people online, writing books and sending information out, doing daily radio programs, and still putting things on the internet that shut you down anytime they feel. Plus out there working with the youths on different levels altogether. They ain't doing nothing but strolling and trolling behind you with some fictitious names, with not one follower in the world. You skunk. Give me a break. So, in closing, let me just say a thing here. This has been a wonderful one. Man, y'all should run them when you see them, man. And anyone you sit down and taking anything them garbage bins are saying, trust me, I ain't even ramping with none of you. I have years under my belt, yo. Years under my belt. I tell you, produce the woman that I abuse, produce her, bring her, put up a platform and bring her and make her talk, and let me see who you talking about. You wicked piece of trash. You wicked piece of trash. And I know who I talking. Eh? As I said, they have some duckers and hiders and coming under some fictitious name. But they have some other ones that I know who they be. You wicked piece of scum. I tell you, don't play with me. Eh? Anything to do with me, family, you gone the wrong place, man. You sick. It's best you just trouble me alone and try leave it to me. And then maybe I wouldn't even see you. But don't go there. Do not go there. And you know, I say things because I don't want nobody to think I'm joking around. All right. Yeah. What we say we're going to check. Okay, Mr. Corona, and we out of here. Yeah, so the Prince of Wales, man. The Prince of Wales. Where are we now? Okay, bam, bam, bam. Let me just kind of get out of here. This thing is okay, so what I had on the board here before, this is the knee implant. That's not the knee implant. Bam, it's not coming up, man. What's going on here? I want the knee implant. Knee implant is not coming up. Okay. All right. Okay. Bam, bam. Just give me a second. Are you seeing the knee implant out there? My people, tell me if you're seeing the knee implant. You can't tell me. This is a record. Okay. I'm not getting the knee implant up at all. I don't know why. I don't know why. I can't tell you why at all. Okay, let me see something here. Let me see something here. All right, but anyway, so the knee implant, which I was showing you there a moment ago, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. You can't stop me. See, I don't know what knee this scene is up to, but you can't stop me. So detoxification is very important at this time. I was saying about the whole Bobo Shanti vibration now. I remember when they had some mosquitoes around, they say you're going to catch chikungunya and Zika and all them kind of things. They were telling you, make sure you move covered up. You know, make sure you wear some long sleeve shirts and some long pants. I say, wow, hear this. Cover yourself well. When they used to see me, they said, boy, Rasta, you're well covered. The same people I used to see, you know, oh, you're not hot? Yeah. As I said before, now they're seeing you and they're blessing you. They can't touch you because The Minister of Health says that you're not supposed to touch nobody. This is some interesting stuff. Tomorrow, right here in Antigua, they're going to have a day of prayer. Hear what they're doing. They're going to have a day of fasting and praying. A day of fasting and praying. Roman Catholics and Anglicans gathering. And I'm saying, but wait, isn't this Lent? Shouldn't these people be fasting and praying every day? At least, I mean, as a mandate, as a congregation, as a people. If everybody don't do it, you know, I mean, but the fact that you're coming together for a day, and they don't speak of it as if, well, we've been doing this all the time, but for those who are not doing this, they speak like, hey, we have an idea. Let's fast for a day. Let's do it on next week, whenever, and they pick a day. But this is the Lenten time, as Bobo Shanti. We fasting and pray. We fasting and pray. Just last Sabbath and Sunday, all the churches locked down. We rocking Bingi. We rocking Bingi and Bingi too. Because as Bobo Shanti, we keep our Sabbath. Rocking Bingi and the Naya Bingi. Rock the Bingi the Sunday too. All other churches in the land of the priests. Locked down. You know, I was listening to a doctor the other evening. She was being interviewed, and the lady that was interviewing her was asking her, you know, what does it mean to be quarantined? And she began by actually saying what was on my mind, that, well, there's a difference between isolation and to be quarantined. And she was saying that to be quarantined, quarantine comes from a word that means 40 days. I said 40 days. Remember, the Lent is 40 days. What I'm saying is everything comes circle to the Honorable King Emmanuel Charles Edwards. And it is as if you could see for yourself that from the time the order of the Lent beginning, Corona rise. I wouldn't be surprised, even as the President Trump is saying, that by Easter, the church and them supposed to be packed up. You know, I mean, he's the next one, eh? But I'll leave that for the time. But I mean, I ain't playing no profit on this. I'll be very clear. I do stick to my lane. I ain't playing no profit. I don't know what's gonna happen. When it happens, it happens. But it's just interesting, eh? That the Lenten period, when those who are obedient would be definitely warding off this stuff. That the Lenten period now, you find the corona in the area. People telling you about washing and things. Wash for tradition. And here what they're saying at midday tomorrow, they're going to have a moment of silence. That's the hour of prayer. So that's why I'm saying to you, you know, I ain't here to play doctor with nobody, but these are your bitter herbs. You get them right here in the Caribbean. You have your neem, the bitter herbs, the neem, you know, definitely also you have, so, you know, your periwinkle. Get them right here in the Caribbean, brothers and sisters. What it is, you just make a tea with them. These herbs specifically. Other herbs you blend and drink, your greens, you know, your moringa and your different herbs like that, even your soursop leaf, you know. But for these here, you would want to just give them a nice little drop, meaning that you boil the water and then place them in. These are bitter herbs, depending on the type you get as well. And you just drink them as a tea. You don't need to add no sugar, nor nothing. Just drink them as a tea. You know what I mean? Even when you drink them warm, it's better for you too, eh? But even if it stays there and get cold, because you could make a whole bitter bush remedy from them. Even when it gets cold, you could put that in your fridge and drink that every now and again and detoxify yourself, get rid of the toxins, you know what I mean? Get rid of the parasites at the same time. And then, of course, this is also a good herb that you could work with. This is the vervine. That's pretty with the droplets on it. The vervine, and the vervine itself, or verben as some people call it, it's very good for the inflammation. Well, no, it's not good for inflammation. It's bad for the inflammation. It will kill the inflammation. Yeah, but it's good for you. It's good to get rid of the inflammation. That's what I'm saying. This is a herb that you could drink it too by making a tea, but you could blend this herb. You know, it's not a bitter herb. You know, I mean, it makes a nice drink when you blend this in the abundance with the other herbs I've just mentioned, and the soursop and some other herbs that you may not know them by the name we know them, but you could blend them and take them down. And of course, as I said, you know, just within your whole intake, detoxifying is key. A good laxative out is key to keep yourself free even at this time, wherever you are. You know, interestingly as well, I see Dr. Leila Africa has left us at a very key time as well. Just give me, I have a little thing here. Let me see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, I was just saying that it's interesting that Dr. Leila Africa is gone from us as well, even at this time. An individual who obviously is very anti-vaccine. And that ain't no joke, just something, just, I mean, yeah, everyone will have to go when the time comes, but you can't put nothing over this enemy here, you see. Even the younger ones of us, as you could see, we could hardly come on our platform and say anything before they're ready to lock you off. Again, Rizza Islam, Brother Polite, and some other ones, they know how to, you know, keep you down so you can't come and say nothing to the people and open their minds and open their thoughts. Nobody cursing, nobody, you know what I mean? Nothing, you know, no gang violence or nothing going on here. Yeah, sometimes you kind of have to get away with idiots that trying to play around with you, you know what I mean, and want to step into your bedroom and all sorts of things. Yeah, you got to make them and set them straight, you know? Especially when they silent, you know what I mean, your well-preserved name straight up. You know what I mean? A good name is worth something, man. Your well-preserved name, people running with it and making a mockery of it just because they cannot defeat you in no debate or no battle of conception, or their little foolish beliefs. Yeah. So I give thanks for you tuning in. And I will say that it won't be business as usual, really, in any aspect, really, for me. You know what I mean? That's how it is in the world, you know? Enough Judases and enough betrayers and all these things. And even on the YouTube vibration, it ain't gonna be business as usual, but it will be usually business as always, you know. So I'm very thankful for those who took the time to sit right through. You know, I hope it was uplifting to you and a strength. And give thanks for all those who always show love, all those who support and give and you know, give great respect to the work that is being done. Because ones need to understand that, you know, no matter how much you hate me, there are those that love me many, 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 many more times than your hatred. And trust me, sometimes you don't even want to say certain things because they're ones that will be quick to come and say, my Lord, who is it? Just tell me. You know which part they be? But give thanks again, you know, for your presence. And remember, this is no joke work, eh? This is about liberating the mind of the people. You know me. We're not even upset with the enemy, the real enemy. Well, them is the real enemy too, but we're not even upset with, your natural enemy. Because when the natural enemy coming around acting like a friend, you have to want, right. But when your natural brethren moving like your enemy, you tell me they don't deserve some Idi Amin, and some of them does be balling out Idi Amin that yeah. Don't be called out Idi Amin, yo. Trust me. Hey, if you know your Bible and you do not know your history, the knowledge of your Bible will become a mystery. And as I always say, it takes some real eyes to realize the real lies that are amongst us. Love and happiness. Holy Emmanuel I, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Blessed love, give thanks. Right,